Imagine waking up every morning with no recollection of the day before, no memory of your loved ones, no knowledge of your own history. This is the reality for individuals with severe amnesia, a condition that highlights the profound importance of memory in our lives. Memory, the ability to store and retrieve information, is fundamental to who we are. Memory is not a single entity, but rather a complex system involving multiple brain regions and processes. It allows us to learn from our experiences, recognize familiar faces, and navigate the world around us. Without memory, we would be trapped in an eternal present, unable to form relationships, acquire knowledge, or build a sense of self. Our journey through the intricacies of memory begins with the initial encounter-sensory memory. This fleeting form of memory captures sensory information from our environment, holding on to it for a mere fraction of a second. Imagine the vibrant colors of a sunset, the feel of cool water on your skin, or the aroma of freshly baked bread. Sensory memory acts like a filter, allowing us to process the constant barrage of sensory input and decide what's worthy of further attention. Information deemed important enough to warrant further processing makes its way to short-term memory, also known as working memory. This mental workspace serves as a temporary holding area for information we are actively thinking about or manipulating. Think of it as the brain's notepad, where we jot down a phone number, rehearse a presentation, or mentally calculate a tip. However, much like a physical notepad, short-term memory has its limits. It can only hold a small amount of information, typically around 7 items for a short period, usually no more than 20 to 30 seconds. Without active effort to maintain it, information in short-term memory quickly fades away. Section 5. The brain's vast archive, long-term memory. When we talk about memory in the grand scheme of things, we're often referring to long-term memory. This type of memory is crucial for our day-to-day functioning and overall sense of identity. It allows us to store and retrieve information over extended periods, sometimes even for a lifetime. This is the vast and enduring storage system that houses our knowledge, experiences, and skills. From the moment we are born, our brains start collecting and storing information, creating a rich tapestry of memories that define who we are. Unlike the fleeting nature of sensory and short-term memory, long-term memory has a virtually limitless capacity and can store information for a lifetime. This means that the memories we form can last as long as we live, provided they are well maintained and not affected by conditions like amnesia or dementia. Long-term memory is further divided into two main categories: explicit memory and implicit memory. These categories help us understand the different ways in which our brains store and retrieve information. Explicit memory, also known as declarative memory, involves conscious recall of facts and events. This type of memory is what we use when we try to remember specific information, like the capital of a country or the details of a past event. This includes memories of our childhood, historical events, or the names of our friends. These memories are often vivid and detailed, allowing us to relive moments from our past with clarity. Implicit memory, on the other hand, operates beneath the surface of conscious awareness. It is responsible for our learned skills and conditioned responses, which we perform without having to think about them. It influences our behavior and skills without requiring conscious recall. This type of memory is what allows us to perform tasks automatically, like driving a car or typing on a keyboard. Riding a bike, playing a musical instrument, or tying our shoelaces are all examples of implicit memory in action. These activities become second nature to us through repetition and practice, showcasing the incredible capacity of our long-term memory to store and utilize information efficiently. Section 6. From experience to memory, encoding and storage. The transformation of an experience into a lasting memory is a remarkable process involving 3 key stages: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Each of these stages plays a crucial role in how we remember and recall information, shaping our ability to learn and interact with the world around us. Encoding is the initial step where our brains convert sensory information into a neural code that can be stored. This process is akin to translating the raw data from our senses into a language that our brain can understand and use. It involves various regions of the brain working together to process and interpret the incoming information. Imagine taking a snapshot of a beautiful sunset. The vibrant colors, the serene atmosphere, and the emotions you feel at that moment are all captured in a single image. This is similar to how our brain encodes experiences. The camera lens captures the light, the sensor converts it into a digital signal, and the memory card stores the image. In the same way, our brain captures sensory information, processes it, and then stores it for future use. Storage refers to the retention of encoded information over time. This stage ensures that the information we have encoded is kept safe and can be accessed when needed. Our brain has an incredible capacity to store vast amounts of information, organizing it in a way that makes retrieval efficient. Just as photographs are organized in albums, memories are stored in an organized manner within intricate neural networks. These networks are like a complex filing system, where each piece of information is carefully catalogued and stored in a specific location. Retrieval is the final stage where we access and bring stored information back to conscious awareness. This process allows us to recall past experiences, learn from them, and apply that knowledge to new situations. This is akin to finding the right photograph in an album and reliving the moment captured within the frame. Each time we retrieve a memory, we are essentially bringing a piece of our past into the present, allowing us to reflect on and learn from our experience. Section 7. Journey back in time, memory recall. Memory is a fascinating and complex process that allows us to store, retain, and later retrieve information. It is the essence of our experiences, shaping who we are and how we perceive the world around us. Retrieving memories is not always a straightforward process. Sometimes it feels like trying to grasp smoke, elusive and frustrating. We may find ourselves struggling to remember a name, a place, or an event that seems just out of reach. Sometimes memories flow effortlessly, transporting us back to a specific time and place. These moments can be incredibly vivid, as if we are reliving the experience all over again. The sights, sounds, and even smells can come rushing back, painting a detailed picture in our minds. Other times we struggle to recall even the simplest details. This can be particularly frustrating when we need to remember something important. The harder we try, the more it seems to slip away, leaving us feeling helpless and annoyed. Several factors can influence memory retrieval, including the strength of the initial memory, the context in which it was formed, and how often it has been recalled. Memories that are frequently revisited tend to be more accessible. The presence of retrieval cues, such as a familiar scent or a piece of music, can also play a significant role in helping us access stored information. These cues act as triggers, unlocking the doors to our past. And the emotional state at the time of encoding and retrieval is crucial. Emotions can enhance the vividness and clarity of our memories, making them more likely to be remembered. Have you ever noticed how a familiar scent, a piece of music, or revisiting a childhood haunt can trigger a flood of memories? These sensory experiences are powerful retrieval cues that can bring back long-forgotten moments. Or revisiting a childhood haunt can trigger a flood of memories. Walking through an old neighborhood or visiting a place from our past can evoke a strong sense of nostalgia, bringing back a cascade of memories and emotions. These are examples of retrieval cues, stimuli that help us access stored information. They serve as mental bookmarks, guiding us back to specific moments in our lives. Emotions also play a powerful role in shaping our memories. The feelings we experience during an event can significantly impact how well we remember it. Events that evoke strong emotions, whether positive or negative, tend to be etched more vividly in our minds. These emotionally charged memories are often the ones that stay with us the longest, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and even our identity. Section 8. The significance of memory. Memory is an integral part of what makes us human. It shapes our identity, guides our decisions, and connects us to the past and the people we love. Understanding how memory works can empower us to improve our ability to learn, remember important information, and mitigate the effects of memory decline as we age. By appreciating the complexities of this remarkable cognitive faculty, we gain a deeper appreciation for the richness and continuity of human experience.